What is up, guys? It's the Great Wall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another Add a Legend challenge. It is going to be the Athletics. Now, this is a very historic franchise. They've had a lot of great players come through the ranks. I mean, recently Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, obviously Nick coming up here. You got other guys like Ramon Laureano played for the Athletics, Josh Donaldson. A lot of good players have played for the Orioles, the Athletics. I mean, a lot of good players have played for the Athletics throughout their career. The problem with their franchise is keeping those players because they are a very stingy ownership. So, yeah, over the years we've seen them kind of turn that around a little bit. Mainly more recently with the long-term extensions of Jacob Wilson, Brent Rooker, Soderstrom, Lawrence Butler, some of those guys. So yeah, I mean, we're going to add a legend every year. Obviously, we know the first year is used as a test year. So let's go ahead and see how they do in the first year with no moves, nothing. See just how they do. At the Home Run Derby, the team is doing way better than I thought. Brent Rooker having a good start to the year. Yeah, we're honestly not bad. 55 and 41 is a lot better than I thought we would be at this point. Let's see who the reason is for that. I'm assuming no Nick. Ben Rice, did they finally give him an upgrade? Not really. Don't tell me it's just Brent Rooker putting this team on his back. I guess it's just Brent Rooker putting the team on his back. Alright, let's finish out the year and see how they do. Alright, they finished 89 and 73, which is a lot better than I thought they would do. Mainly because of Brent Rooker just having an elite season, winning MVP. Yeah, hitting 323 with 44 home runs, 118 RBIs. Just a phenomenal year from the guy. Honestly, yeah, I can't believe he actually did this well. I think this is definitely a fluke. I feel like every first year we do is a fluke. Brent Rooker 5.6, Shea with a 4, Nick and Andy Ibanez with a 2.8 each, Jacob Wilson 2.1, Butler with a 1.8. You know, a lot of mid ones, which is okay, I guess. I'm sorry, Scott Barlow was 15 and 0. How? Justin Sterner with 40 saves. Okay. Sure. Severino with a 2.5, as well as Jeffrey Springs, Jacob Lopez, and Aaron Savale with a 1.2. Sterner with a 1.1. How? Scott Barlow was 15 and 0 with a negative 1.4 WAR. Can someone explain that to me? How? Like how? How? All right, let's go ahead. Let's get to the playoffs. I'm assuming we get swept. That would be correct. I mean, pretty close series, but yeah. Let's go add a legend to this team and kind of take it to the next level. Alright, this might seem like a stupid move, but the first player we're going to add to this team is a closer. It's going to be Dennis Eckersley. Pretty sure he leads their, he's their all-time leader in saves, so I obviously need him at some point. But I think that right now that is their most needed position, considering their closer is a 67 overall, backed up by Wander Suero. Nationals legend, might I add, Wander Suero. Yeah, so Dennis Eckersley is here. Will he make the biggest impact immediately? No, but down the road, as we keep adding players, he will get better and better. Yeah, pretty simple. See how we can do. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Yet again, this team is very good for no reason. Hold on, I'm blurry. I love when my camera goes blurry at the perfect moments. Yeah, no one at the Home Run Derby. What about the All-Star Game? Who is here? I'm assuming Dennis Eckersley would be here. I hope. I mean, the team's doing really well. Yeah, 35 saves up to this point. I mean, he's carrying the team on his back. Anyone else from the team? I'm guessing maybe Brent Rooker. No Brent Rooker. All right, so it's just Dennis Eckersley. Team's doing well. We're right behind the Mariners, right in front of the Rangers. So, yeah, hopefully we can finish out the year strong. I mean, I don't know how they keep doing this well, but let's let it ride. All right, they finished 85 and 77, make the playoffs as a wild card team. Who knows? I mean, sneak into the playoffs, maybe do a job. Brent Rooker, first for hits. Dennis Eckersley, delivery man of the year. 51 saves is a great year. Only 5 blown saves as well, which we love to see. Yeah, I mean, wow, he had a long career. Jeez. Let's see how the players did. See who had success. So Jeff McNeil leads the team in WAR with 4, 3.6 from Brent Rooker, 3.5 from Nick, 2.6 from Soderstrom, 1.4 from Butler, and 1.2 from Wilson. Needs to be better. That's alright, though. 51 saves from Eckersley. We saw that. Luis Severino, 16 wins. Good year from him. Yeah, we blew a lot of saves. A lot of blown saves. Dennis Eckersley led our team in WAR with a 2.1. 2 from Severino, 1.9 from Lopez, 1.5 for Springs, 1.2 from JT Ginn. Yeah, we have playoff baseball. We're taking on Kansas City. Might honestly have a shot. We lose in 3, but you know, we put up a good fight for the most part, so let's go add another legend. I think we actually make a good playoff run next time. So, all right, next player we are adding is Ricky Henderson. I'm honestly surprised he's not in this game. I think that's actually insane. SDS, why can't we keep legends in the game? Why do we get 3 or we get 10 legends and then we lose 20? I don't understand the math. Ricky Henderson is one of the greatest players of all time. Why is he not in MLB The Show? At least he's not in the regular player database. I don't know if there's something else, but I didn't make this card. But yeah, I think this is pretty accurate for his 1990 MVP season, where he stole 97 bases and hit hit 28 home runs. I mean, yeah, he was a beast. In this video, he's going to be playing center field, not left field, just because we need a center fielder. So yeah, with the addition of Ricky Henderson, we should be kind of an 85 win minimum, hopefully. All right, we're at the home run derby, and the team couldn't be any more mid. Yeah, the team, we're exactly 500. I guess this is really where we are. Not playoff team just yet. Dennis Eckersley having a great year. I think it was just the fact that we had a little bit of luck on our side in those last couple of years, but I feel like this is probably more of where we are. Ricky Henderson having a great year, though. Yeah, I mean, pretty good year. That's it. That's the only player on our team. All right, let's finish out the year, see if we can somehow sneak into the playoffs. All right, we take a step back, finish 83 and 79. That's all right. I mean, the offense was phenomenal. Jacob Wilson wins himself a batting title. Dennis Eckersley, delivery man of the year. Jacob Wilson, Hank Aaron, 28 home runs from the guy. Oh, wait. Am I losing my mind? Jacob Wilson, 28 home runs. We got probably the greatest performance we're ever going to get out of him, and we wasted it. All right. I'm assuming he had a phenomenal year, war-wise. If I had to, just take a wild guess. 8.7 from Ricky Henderson, 6.3 from Jacob Wilson, 4.7 from Nick, 3.5 from Langeliers, 1.9 from Soderstrom, 1.7 from Brent Rooker, Zach Eloff with a 1.5. All right, not bad. Dennis Eckersley only 43 saves. I mean, 1.32. Only had 3 blown saves. Mark Leiter with 6 blown saves. Good for him. Jeffrey Springs 2.7. Dennis Eckersley with a 2. Mark Leiter with a 1.5. Lopez with a 0.9. Same as Tyler Ferguson. I mean, the team just really did not perform. Yeah, let's go add another legend to this team and see if we can sneak back into the playoffs. All right, the next player we added is Lefty Grove. Obviously, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. Yeah, he was an absolute beast for the, at the time, Philadelphia Athletics. Yeah, one of their best pitchers. He was the ERA leader 5 times for them, I think. Yeah, 5 times. 1 MVP. I mean, really not much else to say about him besides he was a beast. So, see how he can do in this universe. Of course, I did not make this Lefty Grove model. I did upgrade some of the stats a little bit just to kind of give him a little bit of a boost. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's do a job. All right, we're at the home run derby. The team is absolutely nuts as of right now. Brent Rooker doing a job, as he normally does, honestly. Ricky Henderson and Brent Rooker, both all-stars. Lefty Grove having a phenomenal year. Dennis Eckersley, great year so far. Anyone else doing a job? Haven't seen Nick once this entire sim, which is a little bit worrisome. Soderstrom's out in left field, though. Ricky Henderson in center, and of course, we see Brent Rooker doing a great job. Yeah, let's finish out the year strong. We're currently 61 and 35. The Mariners are on 1, so yeah, let's just go ahead and let's just make it to the playoffs. All right, just like that, we win 102 games. That's what I like to see. We're still the wild card because Seattle also won 102 games, but they beat us out on I don't even know what. I wish it would show tiebreaker. Is what it is, though. Lefty Grove and Dennis Eckersley both lit it up. So did Nick, Ricky Henderson. Yeah, they both were just electric. Dennis Eckersley, delivery man. Rookie of the year goes to Lefty Grove, and batting title goes to Ricky. No one for MVP though, which I think is insane. Ricky second for the Hank Aaron, just because he doesn't get RBIs, I guess. Let's see. Ricky with an 11.5 WAR, 3.9 from Nick, 3.2 from Shea, 3.1 from Brent, 3 from Jeff McNeil. He's been pretty decent so far this video. 2.5 from Butler, 2.3 from Jacob Wilson, 1.6 from Soderstrom, 1.2 from Denzel Clark. As a backup, that's not bad. Dennis Eckersley, we saw at 53 saves. Lefty Grove, 13-8, but he had a 2.23 ERA. 15-3 out of Jeffrey Springs is not bad. 6.2 WAR from Lefty Grove, 2.7 from Jeffrey Springs, 2.6 from Morales, 1.9 from Eckersley. Yeah, we have playoff baseball. We are taking on Baltimore. Come on. They're going to beat us in 2. All right, let's go add another legend. All right, the next player we're adding, I didn't know he was actually this good in real life. It's Jimmy Fox. I did tweak his stats a little bit because I just want you to listen to a couple stats. In the year 1932, he hit 364 with 58 home runs and 169 RBIs. Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting. There's also a few years where he stole 10 bases, so I don't know. I gave him a little bit extra. I didn't change the speed, but I gave him a little extra stealing and base running aggressiveness. Yeah, he was back-to-back MVP in 32 and 33. Absolute beast. I mean, he hit 360 over 2 seasons with over 100 home runs, almost over 300 RBIs. I mean, dude was on another planet. He wasn't really as much of a third baseman. Actually, kind of was. He was mainly a first baseman, but yeah, for the purposes of this, we need a third baseman, so he's going to be playing third. Yeah. All right, we're at the home run derby. I think we're at the point where we run the AL West. Jimmy Fox, 36 home runs. Nick with 30. Now that I'm saying run, yeah, we're doing pretty good. 61 wins, same as last year. Lefty Grove, Jimmy Fox, Ricky, and Brent Rooker all doing phenomenal jobs for the team. Jose Soriano, kind of elite like he is in real life right now. Dennis Eckersley doing pretty well. Yeah, I mean, he's doing his thing. Anyone else? Jimmy Fox, 339. That's insane. Ricky Henderson in center field, we saw 311, having a great year. Brent Rooker hitting 300. I mean, the team's elite. Let's just go finish off the year, maybe get our first World Series. All right, we won 102 games, win the division, and we get a bye. We're the 1 seed, which is beautiful. Lefty Grove, phenomenal. Jimmy Fox, Ricky Henderson, Nick, all just absolutely mental out of their mind. Yeah, shout out James Wood, the GOAT. Holy shit, he went up 6. Awards, Jimmy Fox, hell of a year, hell of a year, hell of a year from Jimmy. I mean, brought the best out of Nick. Kind of probably made him feel threatened because Jimmy Fox is actually normally a first baseman. Yeah, Ricky Henderson with an 8.6, Jimmy Fox with an 8.2, Brent with a 4.6, Nick with a 3.9, Langeliers with a 3.4, Jacob Wilson with a 1.7, and Soderstrom with a 1.3. Pitching wise, Dennis Eckersley, 48 saves, not bad. Lefty Grove, 15-5, 2.44 ERA, very good year from the guy. Yeah, 5.6 WAR from him. Jeffrey Springs with a 2.6, Severino with a 2.3, Eckersley with a 2, Seville with a 1.1. Yeah, I mean, we need some more pitching, but let's go ahead and see if we can get our first World Series. And we're going to move on. Come on, taking on the Yankees. And we're going to move to the World Series against the Dodgers. This is where it ends. Oh, heartbreaker. We lose in Game 7. Oh, man. I can't even check the, what's it called? Let's see. Doesn't look like we blew a lead or anything. Wow, Lefty Grove got shelled. Gave up 7. So did Yamamoto. Wow, that sucks. Who wins the awards, though? Brent Rooker, playoff MVP. Good for him. Yeah, I think we're 1 legend away from winning a World Series, so let's go add one. All right, the next player we're adding is Raleigh Fingers. Didn't have the most amount of saves, but he was very elite for a couple of years. He was 3rd in Cy Young, 4th for MVP in the year of 1975. Honestly, he pitched a lot of innings. I mean, he was 130 ish, 120, 130 guy. So yeah, here he is. I took his 70 overall version and boosted his stats to make him juiced. He's not gonna be our closer, but he is gonna be a reliever, probably like the setup guy. Who knows? So yeah, let's go ahead and let's see how we can do. All right, we're at the home run derby. The team is doing, as they normally do. Jimmy Fox having a year. We're not as good as I think we should be. We're only 16-36. Jimmy Fox, Lefty Grove. We saw Dennis Eckersley. We saw Ricky out in center. But what are we missing? Jimmy Fox obviously doing his thing. Ricky Henderson, no Brent Rooker. All right, let's finish out the year strong. We're currently behind the Mariners. Let's see if we can pass them. That would be nice. All right, we won 103 games. We're a wild card team because I'm guessing Seattle had like 104. 107 wins, good for them. Lefty Grove and Dennis Eckersley did their thing. Ricky Henderson, Jimmy Fox. I mean, they do their thing. We know who they are. Dennis Eckersley, delivery man. Jimmy Fox, Hank Aaron. Rookie of the year goes to Jimmy Fox. Didn't have as good of a year as I needed. Hunter Brown had a hell of a year though. Good for him. Let's check out the statistics from our guys. Jimmy Fox 10.1 WAR, Ricky with a 9.7, Nick with a 6.4, Shea with a 4.4, McNeil with a 3.8, Lawrence Butler with a 2.6, Jacob Wilson with a 1.6. Dennis Eckersley had 56 saves, good for him. 18 wins out of Lefty, 15 wins from Luis Severino. I mean, not bad. Not too mad about that. Lefty Grove with a 5.4, Severino with a 2.4, Eckersley with a 2.1, Lopez with a 1.2, Raleigh with a 1.2. Did not pitch very often. Wonder what role they have him in. Okay, he's a setup man, but I guess he just doesn't really set up much. I don't know. I mean, considering he had as many innings, like in real life, he had as many inning pitched as Jacob Lopez did this year, more than Jeffrey Springs. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. Let's get to the playoffs. Taking on LA. We lose to. I mean, come on. All right. Not going to get too upset about it. We have more legends to add, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, the next player we are adding is going to be Eddie Collins. It says he's only 93. It's because he only has 20 power. I didn't make him other than changing his power down to 20 because he had 47 career home runs over 25 years. So, yeah, he's averaging about 2 a year. But he did hit in the 360s and 350s, and he did steal a lot of bases. I don't know defensively how he was, but according to the person who made this, he was a beast defensively. So, yeah, Eddie Collins comes in here. Hopefully he can do a job for us. All right, we're at the home run derby. The team is actually kind of letting me down so far this year. Nick doing a great job. But the rest of the team, I mean, we only have 57 wins. Don't know what's happening here. Maybe the Athletics are cursed. Who knows? No Dennis Eckersley. Okay, that might be the problem then. That might genuinely be the problem. Nick doing a great job. Should be Fox. Needs to be doing a lot better, honestly. Ricky Henderson we saw. Brent Rooker's here as well. We need to figure it out in the second half. Yeah, pretty much. All right, we won 103 games. That is what I needed to see. We win the division. Lefty Grove had a phenomenal year. I'm guessing he had a great second half. Ricky Henderson, Jimmy, you know the guys. Eddie Collins wins a batting title, which is great. Jimmy Fox, Rookie of the Year. Obviously, Eddie Collins with the batting title. How was he? He had 1 home run. That is perfect. That's exactly where he needs to be. 1 home run. Electric. Only 35 stolen bases, though. It needs to be a little bit better. Does need to be a little bit better. But let's see how the team did. Yeah, pretty simple. Ricky Anderson with a 9.6. Jimmy Fox with an 8.6. Eddie Collins with a 6.3. Not bad considering he is, no home runs. Nick with a 5.9. Brent Rooker with a 4.1. Jacob Wilson with a 2.7. Soderstrom with a 1.8. McNeil with a 1.5. Still playing games, which is good. Dennis actually only 43 saves. Lefty Grove 19-9. Great year from him with a 2 ERA. 7.1 WAR out of him. Savale with a 2.1. Lopez with a 1.6. Springs with a 1.3 as well as Eckersley. Raleigh Fingers with a 0.9. Need him to pitch more innings. That's a definite need him to pitch more. But we do have playoff baseball. Taking on the winner of Seattle and Baltimore. It's going to be Baltimore. We barely beat Boston. There we go. And we're taking on the Dodgers again. Can we get our revenge? Yes, we can. We take the Game 7 that they took from us last time. Eddie Collins, World Series MVP. Jimmy Fox, playoff MVP. Looks like Eddie Collins was that missing piece. Lawrence Butler had a great... I mean, two real-life guys doing a great job. Jimmy Fox had an amazing postseason, though. All right, let's go add another legend, see if we can win a couple more. All right, the next player we're adding, you know it had to be Vita Blue. At some point, you knew you were going to see him. Well, now is the time. I wish they could show his hitting stats, because I know I'm pretty sure in real life he could hit. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I could be losing my mind. Vita Blue, though, was very good for the Athletics over his career. Spent 9 years there, 29 WAR. I mean, very solid all-around guy. Pretty sure he won MVP. Correct me if I'm wrong. He did win Cy Young and MVP in 1971. Yeah, great player to have. Let's see if he can do a job for us. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. The team, we're not a first-half team. I mean, we're good, don't get me wrong, but we're not at the elite levels we're supposed to be. We're in first, but we should be at the point where we're getting 68, 70 wins by the All-Star break. Lefty Grove doing a great job. No Vita Blue, which is okay. Dennis Eckersley doing his thing. Anyone else? Jimmy Fox obviously has to be here. Ricky Henderson and Brent Rooker. I'm surprised Shea Langoliers has not done better up to this point, but it is what it is. Let's go finish out the year strong. Finish out the year okay, 98-64, not where we need to be, but that's all right. Vita Blue leads the league in wins. Sorry, I got a new chair. It's not very good. Lefty Grove did an okay job. Ricky Henderson, Jimmy Fox doing their thing. Check out the awards. Ricky Henderson, Hank Aaron, Jimmy Fox, Rookie of the Year. Jimmy Fox, AL MVP. See how the team did. 12.1 out of Ricky Henderson. He had 37 home runs. Was not supposed to have that many, but good for him. Jimmy Fox with a 9. Shea Langoliers, just talking about him, with a 4. Jacob Wilson with a 3.5. Eddie Collins, 3.3. 0 home runs. 27 RBIs. I think it's insane. I don't know how he only had 27 RBIs. He only got 203 at bats. What are we doing? Jeff McNeil. Why is Jeff McNeil playing so much? Nick with a 2.4. Brent Rooker with a 1.5. Soderstrom with a 1.5. Butler with a 1. Forgot to check out the pitchers. Vita Blue 19 wins. Lefty Grove with 18. Not bad. Dennis Eckersley with 45. Let's check out the WAR. Lefty Grove with a 5.2. Blue with a 4.6. Springs with a 3. Severiano with a 1.8. Raleigh Fingers with a 0.8. He's not pitching as much as he should. Dennis Eckersley with a 0.7. Let's get to the playoffs. Taking on Seattle. Very good team. We're going to beat them. All right, Toronto. They're going to beat us in 7. All right. We have, let me see. We have 3 players left to add. See if we can win 3 more World Series. All right, you knew we were going to see him at some point. The next player we're adding is Mark McGwire. Sorry, Nick, you're going to get moved to DH, even though it's probably better for him. I also moved Jeff McNeil to left field and made sure he can't play second base, just because I want to make sure Eddie Collins is actually playing at second. Yeah, so let's see how we do. All right, Home Run Derby. The team is doing extremely well. Jimmy Fox and Mark McGwire. If you don't know, I made Mark McGwire absolutely juiced out of his mind because, let's see, what year was it? 1996. He hit 312 with 52 home runs. I mean, he was on a monster run this year, so yeah, that's why. See how the All-Star game went for us. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Lefty Grove doing a job. Dennis Eckersley doing okay, I guess. First base is Nick. No Mark McGwire. Interesting to see. Jimmy Fox doing a great job. Ricky Henderson. No Brent Rooker. Let's see if Eddie Collins is actually playing as he should be. Yes, he is. Perfect. All right, let's finish out the year strong and make it to the playoffs. All right, we won 109 games. Yeah, that's what I need to see. League leaders. Yeah, you can see our guys are nuts. Yeah, filthy. Vita Blue, Cy Young, Jimmy Fox, Hank Aaron, Jimmy Fox, Rookie of the Year, Jimmy Fox, MVP, Jimmy Fox, batting title, Jimmy Fox, Triple Crown. Yeah, Mark McGwire, phenomenal year as well. Vita Blue. Yeah, I mean, the team is disgusting at this point. Yeah, we need another World Series. 10-6 from Jimmy Fox, 8-8 from Henderson, 6-9 from McGuire, 6-8 from Eddie Collins, 3-6 from Nick, 2-3 from Soderstrom. Pitching-wise, Dennis Eckersley, 50 saves, 21 wins from Vita, 20 from Lefty, 17 from Severino, which is phenomenal for him. Lefty with a 6.4, Vita Blue with a 5.1, Severino with a 2, Savale with a 1.9, Raleigh Fingers with a 1.6, finally doing a great job. Dennis Eckersley with a 1.1. Yeah, let's get to the playoffs. We are taking on Tampa Bay or Toronto. It's going to be Toronto. Don't do that to me. The Minnesota Twins, this needs to be our World Series run. Dodgers is where it's going to get tough. We win in 5. Wow, that was our easiest series of the postseason. Nick wins World Series MVP. Mark McGuire playoff MVP. All right, we've got 2 more legends left to add. Let's go right ahead and do it. Can we win 2 more? Can we at least win 1 more and get the 3-peat? All right, the last pitcher that we are adding is Eddie Plank. Very good pitcher for the Athletics from 1901 to 1914. So, yeah, I didn't make this player model, so don't come after me. Yeah, let's go ahead and see how we can do. All right, home run derby time. The team is electric. Nick is the only one here, though. Interesting, we are at 69 wins, though. Ricky Henderson, Lefty Grove, Jimmy Fox, and Mark McGuire all doing a great job. Dennis Eckersley doing his thing. Anyone else? Mark McGuire and Nick are both here. Love to see it. Jimmy Fox at third. Ricky in center. No, Brent Rooker and right. That's all right. Let's finish out the year strong. Win ourselves another World Series, potentially. Oh, yeah. 114 wins. That is exactly what I'm talking about. League leaders. Vita Blue won every single game. You've got to be joking. Dennis Eckersley, delivery man. Vita Blue Cy Young. Lefty Grove, Rookie of the Year. Vita Blue MVP. Batting title goes to Ricky Henderson. 20-0 from Vita Blue. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 20-0. That has to be. Hold on. What is the most wins that a pitcher has in a single season without a loss? Okay. So technically it's Jack Chesbro of the New York Highlanders, who was 41-0, which is disgusting. Let's go since the year 1960. Actually, let's go since the Second World War, 1945. Let's see. I don't know. But 20-0's gotta be a record of some sorts. Phenomenal year out of him. That is disgusting. Wow. Okay, the team is very good. The team is very, very good. 9-1 from Henderson, 8-1 from Jimmy Fox, Eddie Collins with a 7-7, no home runs. It's exactly what I want to see. 6-2 from McGuire, 4-8 from Langeliers, 3-1 from Nick, 1-2 from Brent. Team is electric, dude. He didn't even lead the league in wins. It was Lefty Grove. 50 saves out of Dennis Eckersley. That is just phenomenal. 7-1 from Lefty Grove, 5-9 from Vita Blue, 4-8 from Eddie Plank. Had a very solid year. Severino with a 2.9 had a great 18-4, 3.34 ERAs. Honestly, maybe Cy Young winning almost. Raleigh Fingers with a 1.3. Dennis Eckersley with a 1. Let's just get to the playoffs. Texas, yeah, move over. Boston, yeah, same thing. Dodgers, this is gonna be tough. Not too tough as we win in 5. That is our 3rd World Series. Ricky Henderson World Series, Jimmy Fox playoff MVP. Let's go add our final player and see if we can get our 4th World Series. The last player we had to add was Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, aka Mr. Strikeout. Yeah, I mean, he was a beast. Some would argue he was more well known for the Yankees, but either way, regardless, he was an absolute stud in Oakland. So that's where he is going to be. And I'm not going to say that's where he's going to be, but yeah, that's why he's here. Yeah, this is the last player. Can we get to 4 World Series wins? I think we might. I think we honestly might. All right, we're at the Home Run Derby. Jimmy Fox, I mean, a little bit underwhelming for what he normally does, but 66 wins so far for the team. Brent Rooker, I did slide him over to left if you didn't see. Eddie Collins is at second base, which first time for that, which is awesome. Dennis Eckersley doing a great job. Eddie Collins doing a phenomenal job. Jimmy Fox, a lot of third basemen. Oh, he's on the Yankees. All right. Brent Rooker, Ricky Henderson, and Reggie Jackson. I hate this stupid chair. He probably is leading the league in strikeouts, which is funny, but let's finish out the year strong, see if we can get our 4th World Series. All right, we go 115 and 47. Phenomenal way to end off the video in our last year. Vita Blue, hell of a year. No one, I guess no one on our team led the league in win percent. Cy Young goes to Vita Blue, rookie there goes to Grove, and Vita Blue wins the MVP. 20 and 4, great year from him. Let's see. Let us see. Who led our team in WAR hitting wise? 8-4 from Henderson, 7-8 from Jimmy Fox, Collins with a 7-1, Rooker with a 5-6, McGuire with a 4-3, Reggie Jackson with a 4-1, Nick with a 3-6, Langeliers with a 2-7. All around great year from the guys. Pitching wise, Dennis Eckersley only 44 saves, Riley Fingers with 5. We spread out the saves a little bit too much if you ask me. That's all right. 6-3 from Grove, same with Vita Blue. Eddie Plank with a 4.5. Severino with a 3.6, Lopez with a 2.2, Eckersley with a 1.6, Riley Fingers with a 0.5. Can we get a 4th World Series title? Taking on the Yankees, and we're going to beat them. Texas. We're going to sweep them, taking on the Dodgers yet again. Looks like they're going to get their revenge as they sweep us. All right, who wins the ALCS MVP? Mark McGuire. We don't get it done for the 4th time, but 3 World Series rings I feel like is very solid. Yeah, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace.